In this tutorial, we will review the design process, some common mistakes, resolve some important issues to ensure a smooth process of drawing project-specific shop drawings, and eventually manufacturing of the panels. Lintels for Formance panels have to be designed to New Zealand Standard 3604 or specific engineering design. But in both cases, the required lintel sizes have to be resolved in the details as well, just reviewing whether the lintels actually fit in the available space above the window, with all the timber blocking, the bottom plate, the cap plate, and the actual dimension of the lintel. There might be some lintels designed to, let's say, 300 mm LVL, and on the pitch of the roof it might be quite narrow at the very corner. This has to be reviewed so that it actually fits into desired space. If there are some steel lintels required, they might require some timber blocking all around to secure the panel, to secure the lintel as well, window against the timber, and we have to have clear instructions on how this is performed. Best if this is drawn in lintel details, but as well resolved in the cross sections. Also important is for us to know what sort of panel height is required, allowing for 18 mm seal plate at the bottom and cap plate at the top. This will give us the clear indication of what sort of wall panel height is required, whether it's 2440 or 2740, one of the standard height panels. Providing you reviewed the standard details, it's best to advise those in the cross sections and the detail set, showing how the elevations should be done, the wall overhangs, and the connection to the bottom plate. Let's have a look at this video, allowing for the seal plate at the bottom plate, standard panel height. We have a similar situation also at mid-floor connections. There are various ways of constructing mid-floor. We have to see this in the elevations, cross sections, and details as well. So essentially the panel overhangs over and ceiling drops a little bit to maintain the continuous insulation. And if this is the case, we have to see this in your detail sets and cross sections. Next thing to consider is basically window location. We have to know exact location of the window. We can't just put it in the middle of the room. It has to be, we have to know how much panel we need on each side of the window. But further to that, we actually need to know the sill height and the head height to allow for appropriate size of panel at the bottom and top of the window. The best way to do it is this, looking at this example, actually showing extra line of dimensions for all the openings that are actually showing clear opening dimensions, and also information about each window, not just the size but also the sill height. And let's just make sure that we actually talk about clear opening required, because that's how the panels are actually going to arrive to site. So here are basically the 10 steps for manufacturing. We have to make sure we have design signed off by client. Second thing is having engineering PS1 confirmed, but also resolved in architectural plans, so there's no discrepancy between the two. We have to have council consented plans. Best that these are sent to Formance when you want to proceed. We need window position and size dimension, so width, height, and also the seal and head height, location in the actual room. We have to have all lintel sizes confirmed and reviewed that they actually fit within the available space above the window. Cross sections have to be showing all the wall panel heights, but also the details and cross sections have to be showing the same thing, so there's no discrepancy between the two. Formance panel thicknesses required have to be clearly indicated in the plans and cross sections. We need bracing plan and fully dimensioned framing plan provided. And ideally, we would have a DWG file of all floor plans, elevations, and cross sections. Even better if you are able to actually give us a 3D model of the structure This will give us even clearer idea. And if we have those, we're good to go. We will be able to provide you with project-specific panel layout drawings, showing all the connections, all the panel heights and dimensions, openings, in a clear set of resolved drawings that will arrive basically on site together with perfectly cut panels, labeled accordingly, so all the discrepancies are resolved and you have a smooth build process ahead. Thank you for watching and welcome to Formance.